nice laugh, are you?
Australian legends!
Hey!
Sir, can you knock?
What's up, everyone? Adam from FWCI. This is Brewstew Awkward Situations. Now, you tell me, if you were watching a Brewstew video and then a picture of yourself popped up, would that be an awkward situation? Let me add this wrinkle. You're videotaping it for the entire world to see. Videotaping it? Wow, I just aged myself. You're filming it for the entire world to see. That's what we're about to witness here. I got a whole bunch of comments as soon as this video went up on Brewstew's channel of people saying, there's a shout out for you in the next Brewstew video, and here's the situation. I knew that this was going to be coming at some point. I didn't realize it was going to be in this video. I only arranged this a couple of days ago, and the way I arranged it is I went to his Patreon and I signed up. I figure with all the content that Brewstew has allowed me, or Tyler, I should probably start using his actual name, all the content that Tyler has allowed me to react to over the years with no copyright issues or anything like that, the very least that I could do is show some gratitude and go and join his Patreon. And to be honest, as a creator myself now that's had Patreon for a little bit over a year, my own Patreon, it's a great way to support creators. It's a great way to make sure your money goes directly to the creator, and any creator that you are passionate about and that you want to see succeed, any little bit helps. So go to patreon.com/FWCI and definitely check out Brewstew's Patreon, because he's got some very interesting perks in the upper levels and things that you may be witnessing in future videos. We'll just put it that way. But this came along really quick, and I'm excited to see what awkward situations we're going to hear about. I mean, awkward situations for me, I remember working for a big company, somebody who was fairly new to the company for only like a couple of months, emailed everyone. It was like, you know, when you work for a company and there's an email that's like blah, all, and it just sends it to every single email address that has like at whatever as its thing. At all, she sends this email telling people to leave her alone because she's been having an affair with one of the like upper managers somewhere, and she's sick of people insinuating things and like teasing her, and she's going home and she doesn't want to talk about it. I'd been there for a while. I'd never met this woman. The first thing I knew about her was that she was banging somebody high up in the company and that she didn't want anyone to know about it. So that was a little bit awkward. I don't think she ever came back, actually, so whatever. It wasn't awkward for me, but I'm sure it was awkward for her. But let's see what we got. This is Brewstew, Awkward Situations.
All right. Now, throughout my life, I've experienced plenty of awkward situations. I don't know if I'm like some sort of awkwardness magnet or what, but they tend...
Call teacher mum farting during baptism. Come on. Grandma talks about sex life. Call mum Mr. Robeson. Drunk guy tries to fight your dog. Okay. All these videos? I don't think I've seen all of those.
Tend to happen quite often. And today I'd like to go over 3 specific awkward situations that were a little bit more awkward than usual, if you will. Now, this first story occurred a long time ago when I was driving home from work one day. I pull up in front of my house, and that's when I notice that there's a neighbor kid in my yard poking a dead squirrel with a wiffle ball bat. Now, I really didn't think this was all that weird at first. Hell, if anything, I was kind of excited for the kid. I was like, oh, look at that. A kid playing with a dead animal, just like the olden times when I was a child. How neat. So I get out of my car, and I yell out to this kid nonchalantly, hey, what you doing over there? Are you making a new friend? Now this kid looks up at me, and all of a sudden just starts wailing his ass off. Now, I don't know if you've ever accidentally made a child cry openly in public, but it's a wildly uncomfortable situation to be in. He runs over to his dad, who's cutting the grass at the time. And side note, I don't really know this kid's dad all that well. I mean, we've been neighbors for years at this point, but, well, we've only really had one actual conversation before.
By the way, that's not me. I don't have any kids, and I've never lived in his neighborhood as a child. But we're getting there.
Hey there, neighbor. How's it going? Oh, okay. Well, I'll promptly go fuck myself. How about that? Well, this guy cuts off his lawnmower, and he says to me, how did he put it? Oh, yeah, that's right. He said, what the fuck did you just say to my kid? Now, at first, I didn't know what to say. I mean, everything happened so fast, I thought I just asked the kid what he was doing. But judging by his reaction, hell, I might have told him to go fuck himself, and then I was gonna go kill his family dog. I just asked if he was making a new friend. With a dead fucking squirrel? Yeah, well, it's kind of weird when you put it like that. Don't ever talk to my kid again, you fucking pervert. What the hell's the matter with you? And just like that, that was the end of the discussion. He went back to cutting his grass.
Why is the kid smiling right now? I just picked up on that. What is that all about?
I'm labeled as the fucking neighborhood pervert now, and for the rest of the years that I lived there, I'm pretty sure he slandered my ass silly to the rest of the neighborhood. Hey, watch out for this guy. He'll fucking try to get your kid to play with dead animals. Be on the lookout. So after that little instance, I decided I'm just not gonna talk to people anymore. To hell with casual conversation. Because one minute you're asking a kid a question, and the next minute you're on a goddamn registry of some sort. It's stupid. But even when I do manage to keep my mouth shut, I still find myself in plenty of awkward situations. Like, for example, not too long ago, I was at Kroger's buying beer. And Kroger's, for those of you that don't know, is a grocery store in the Midwest. You might have like an Albertsons where you live, or like a Winn-Dixie, or whatever the fuck Florida.
Winn-Dixie? What the fuck is going on with your logo, guys? No, we've got Coles and Woolworths, and the other day, our Woolworths CEO did this on a TV show.
His words are that
retired, by the way.
He retired 18 months ago. He's not.
Okay, can we take that out? Is that okay? I shouldn't have said that, Angus.
Let's move on. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'm done, guys.
Here we have Kroger's, aka K. Rogers, aka Kenny Rogers. That's what I call it. So anyways, I'm at the Kenny Rogers with my case of Miller Lite when suddenly my wife calls me up on the phone and she's like, hey, sorry to make you do this, but I really need you to buy me a box of tampons. And please, for the love of God, don't make this into a shitty little internet cartoon. Now, I know a lot of husbands are embarrassed to buy lady products for their wives. They get all paranoid for whatever reason, like somebody's gonna call their ass out like, "Ah, sick, look, this dude's buying tampons. Those are for women, you sick fucking pervert." But I don't get embarrassed. That's never been an issue for me. Hell, if anything, I'll hoist that damn box of tampons above my head like it's a fucking Stanley Cup. Attention all of Kenny Rogers. I am a man buying tampons for my bleeding wife. So I'm standing in line for the cashier, holding my case of Miller Lights and my box of Tampax Pearls. Well, it was right about then that I start thinking about something that I saw on TV a while back. And that something was like an episode of 60 Minutes or some shit, where they were doing a story about teenagers who soaked tampons in alcohol, and then they, shoved them up their asses to get super drunk. I'm not making this up. This was a real fucking thing I seen on TV. The news anchor was like, "Are your kids shoving beer-infused tampons up their assholes? More at 11. Or whatever the fuck he said. No.
What? Oh my god. I believe that that's true, and I believe that if somebody did see that on 60 Minutes, they would have never forgotten it. Like, there's a Judge Judy episode where I swear to god the case was a hooker let some guys pay her to shoot her with a paintball gun, and then she got hurt. I don't know, they ended up in Judge Judy. Judge Judy was basically like, no, you can't pay somebody to hurt them and maim them or whatever. Case dismissed, or whatever the fuck it was. But I am keeping an eye on this baldy-headed, bearded fellow there in the line.
Now I start getting a little paranoid because now I look like the goddamn poster child of this new-fangled teenage trend. I look back at the dude behind me, and he's giving me a look like he fucking seen the same episode of 60 Minutes that I did. Boy, looks like you got quite the night planned out for yourself now, don't ya? So I gotta check out.
Oh my god. Okay, alright. So this is me in Kenny Rogers with a basket full of stuff. Okay. By the way, that basket would have just been full of Vegemite, if we're being completely honest. But alright, what was the line that it was? Hang on.
Boy, looks like you got quite the night planned out for yourself now, don't ya?
Boy, it looks like you've got quite the night planned out for yourself there, don't you? Oh, that was not a bad Aussie accent. So, okay, when I emailed Tyler, I asked him to do his worst Aussie accent, and I am 100% satisfied with what I've got. That is amazing. Give me one more time.
I look back at the dude behind me, and he's giving me a look like he fucking seen the same episode of 60 Minutes that I did. Boy, looks like you got quite the night planned out for yourself now, don't ya? So I go to check out, and I can tell that the cashier is totally perplexed at my choice of groceries. He's looking at the tampons and beer, then back at me, and then back at the tampons and beer, and he's trying to figure out what the fuck the correlation is between these two products. Well, now I feel like I have to speak up and try to defend myself to some degree. Look, it's really not what it looks like, okay? what's not what it looks like? The beer and the tampons. I'm not like...
What does it look like?
Why would I think that in the first place? Oh, you know, because apparently teenagers soak these things in alcohol and then they shove them up their assholes. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what? Never mind. Forget everything I said. I have to leave now. And then I promptly ran out of that Kenny Rogers like the building was on fire, and I haven't been back there since. Crikey, that pervert's totally jamming them things up his bumhole. All right, so now all of a sudden...
Oh my god, I can't believe I got to come back for another go. Oh, wow. First of all, what an honor it is to be immortalized in a Brewstew cartoon. I am just absolutely thrilled with this, but I gotta hear that line again.
And I haven't been back there since. Crikey, that pervert's totally jamming them things up his bumhole. All right.
Crikey, that pervert's totally jamming those things up his bumhole. Oh, my hat goes off to you, good sir. Wow. Oh my god. Is that, oh my god, that's just one. I thought that was the first two. Oh my god. Alright. Let's keep this going.
Right, so now all of a sudden I'm the neighborhood pervert and I'm the guy who shoves tampons up.
Oh, okay, right. It is two.
The reputation I'm building for myself. What can I say? Now, thankfully, this last story has... That's what?
Tampon asshole pervert situation. What a thing to have to put in writing. In no particular order.
Now, these aren't exactly close friends, I would say. At least not close enough for me to not tell this story to the general public. But I will change their names in this shitty cartoon to protect their privacy, if you will. So this story begins with me and my wife going on a canoe trip with our friends, Jimothy and Stenifer. And this wasn't a very crazy canoe trip that we took. It was only like 4 hours or so. You shoot your ass down a river, try not to drown, and they pick you up in a van and take you back to the parking lot. Nothing awkward about that, right? Well, after the trip's over, we're standing there waiting for the shuttle to pick us up, and good old Jimothy over here starts talking about this vacation that they took in Wisconsin. Dude, Wisconsin is badass. There's fucking cheese, and there's cows, and there's more cheese. Now, I did not give a fuck about this story to begin with because, well, who the hell takes a vacation to Wisconsin in the first place? But I try to be polite. I stand there and listen to a story. Oh, well, that's pretty neat. Wisconsin, huh? Never heard of the place. Well, Jimothy decides to pull out his phone to show me this Airbnb that they stayed at, and this is where things get a little weird. Now, you have to understand that all this happened in a matter of seconds, so I'm gonna have to slow things down and do a little play-by-play.
I love the qualifier. It's like, just keep in mind, I did not have time to process what was about to happen. Oh, Christ. Here we go.
First, Jimothy pulls out his phone. He then pulls up his web browser. On his web browser was a Google search that I'm assuming Jimothy Googled prior to this canoe trip. And that Google search, of course, was pegging for beginners. Now, if you're not familiar with what pegging is, well, my ass is not gonna tell you. That's a version of the birds and bees I'm not trying to fucking have with the general public, all right? Just know that it's a very intimate activity between Jimothy and Jennifer, Stenifer.
My God. Yeah, that's, wow. Okay. Yeah, what would you do? You would just pretend you didn't see it. You would just be like, nope, I wasn't looking.
Well, in the fraction of the second that this all took place, Jimothy's ass abruptly turns off his phone, and he's like, you guys want to talk about something else? Fuck Wisconsin. Canoeing is fun, wasn't it? I love canoeing so much. Now, I don't know how you're supposed to handle a situation such as this, but I just pretended that I didn't see what I saw, even though I totally saw what I fucking seen. All I can say is that van ride back was extremely awkward, and casual conversation was very difficult. Boy, those rapids that we encountered sure were a pain in the ass, weren't they? You'd fucking know, wouldn't you? Huh? Nothing. Yeah, at least it was nice and calm on that last peg of the river. Leg of the river. So yeah, there you have it. There's 3 awkward situations that, I really wish I was a part of.
Jesus.
3 stories had to do with things being inserted into asses, but that's the way it goes. Like Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ass stories ain't bad. And to Jimothy, if you're out there watching this, which, you know, there's a good chance that you are, I'm sorry I had to slander your ass 6 ways to Sunday, and I wish you no hard feelings whatsoever. Unless, of course, those hard feelings are in your asshole. Then I wish you all the hard feelings. All of them in the whole wide world. The end.
Amazing. Amazing. Check him out on YouTube. There it is. Wow. Love it. Love it. Love it. First of all, they were all unbelievably awkward situations, and I appreciate the fact that he remembers these things and can document them in this kind of way. But when I very first started this channel, I was doing a lot more comedy stuff and a lot less movies, and now I've moved into movies and TV shows and stuff like that, which was always the plan. But Brewstew is something that, Craig, thank you very much for the recommendation, like over 12 months ago, I think like nearly 2 years ago, because Brewstew has been such a staple of my channel since then, and I don't always watch the brand new ones as soon as they come out or anything like that. I like to give it a couple of days. I don't want people coming to my channel when it's brand new. I'd rather they go right to the source and watch the original and then come to me later on. And throughout all the different comedy series that I've reacted to on the channel, like Auntie Donna and The Whitest Kids You Know, and things like that, that they come and go, the views don't really do very good. Brewstew has always been really beneficial to the channel and a lot of fun to do because the humor is amazing. I'm here for every single episode of it. I don't think I've been let down by any of his videos as yet. So Tyler, thank you for immortalizing me forever in one of your videos, and stop shoving those tampons of alcohol up your bum. Your bumhole, alright? In fact, while I've got your attention, go get Otis. Otis! Get Otis and give him a belly rub for me. But I hope you enjoyed watching this reaction as much as I enjoyed making it, because this was just a really special moment for me. I love these videos so much, and it's an honor to see myself factored into one of them the way it was. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube, and again, patreon.com/FWCI and patreon.com/Brewstew. Hang on. Oh yeah, it is. It's right there. Patreon.com/Brewstew. Again, the best way to support creators directly is through Patreon. So thank you very much, everyone. And as always, be well, stay safe. Don't shove those alcohol tampons up your bumhole. See you in the next video. Peace.
I look back at the dude behind me, and he's giving me a look like he fucking seen the same episode of 60 Minutes that I did.
Well, it looks like you've got quite the night planned out for yourself there, don't you?
And I haven't been back there since.
Crikey, that pervert's totally jamming those things up his bumhole.